Hello everyone, this is Al Red Sox Fan coming to you from Al Red Sox Fan YouTube station, and we're going to continue with our retro replay of the 1975 World Series between the Cincinnati Reds and the Boston Red Sox. And this is Game 2. The Red Sox took Game 1 as they did in real life. They crushed the Cincinnati Reds in Game 1. And now we're on to Game 2. So let's get right into the game. Hope everyone's doing well on this Sunday in February. And if you have a little winter blues, hopefully this will pick you up a bit. So let's quickly go through the Cincinnati Reds lineup. Batting first and playing right field, Ken Griffey Sr. Batting second, playing third base, Pete Rose. Batting third and playing second, Joe Morgan. Batting fourth and catching, Johnny Bench. Batting fifth and playing left field, George Foster. Batting sixth and playing first, Tony Perez. Batting seventh and playing in center field, Cesar Geronimo. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Dave Concepcion. And doing the pitching for Cincinnati, and batting ninth, Gary Nolan. Red Sox defensive alignment. On the mound, Rick Wise. He went 19-12 in 1975 with an ERA of 3.59. You can see it over here. His battery mate, Carlton Fisk, doing the catching. At third base, Rico Petrocelli. At shortstop, Rick Burleson. At second base, Denny Doyle. At first base, Cecil Cooper. He did not play in Game 1. Instead, we had Yastrzemski playing first, and we had Bernie Carbo out in left. Switching it up a bit here. In left field, the ageless wonder, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. In center, the very popular Fred Lynn. He won the Rookie of the Year in 1975 and the MVP. And in right field, Dwight Evans, who should be in the Hall of Fame. Jim Rice is not playing in this series because Jim Rice was injured late in the year. On to the ball game. Ken Griffey steps in the batter's box, left-handed hitter. Red Sox infield normal, outfield normal. We're going to be playing one pitch mode. So, Griffey for the year hit .305 with 4 homers and 46 RBIs. In the playoffs so far in this World Series, he's 2 for 4, so he's batting .500. No RBIs, no homers. Wise is a ground ball pitcher. Gets the sign from Fisk. He sets, he delivers. A little delay in the action. And that ball's going up the middle. Lynn comes charging in, but it drops in front of him. So, a leadoff single for Ken Griffey Sr. Back in 1975, he was only called Ken Griffey. So, Griffey is a threat to run. Sox will be holding him on with their first baseman, Cecil Cooper. Now up at the plate, the switch-hitting Pete Rose. He hit .317 for the year. 7 homers, 74 RBIs, 89 base on balls. He had 210 hits. He's 1 for 4 currently in this World Series. Wise sets and delivers. And he strikes out Pete Rose on the 1-2 count, swinging. So there's one away. Griffey still at first. Now the ever-dangerous Joe Morgan. Great connect right there at 18. The ratings go 1 to 20. That's the way I have it set up. 20 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. So, very good hitter in Joe Morgan coming up. Now, it is said he did not like to have runners stealing while he was up at bat because it caused a distraction for him. Fisk flashes the signs. Wise throws over to first. Griffey's back in time. Cooper holds on Griffey. Wise sets and delivers to Morgan. Griffey's off and running. Fisk throws down and he's safe. So with one out, Griffey steals second. He's in scoring position. Fisk flashes a sign. Wise nods his head to wind up the delivery. And he walks him. 4 straight pitches. Setting up a double play possibility here, but there's very good speed on the bases here. Very good speed. With Griffey at second and Joe Morgan at first. Johnny Bench, the very dangerous Johnny Bench, comes to the plate. Hall of Fame catcher. Right-handed batter's a pull hitter. Red Sox infield shall shift left. Try to induce Bench to hit into a double play, as Rick Wise is a ground ball pitcher. Wise sets, delivers. That ball's ripped to right down in the corner. Evans digs it out, fires back into the infield. 1 run will score. Bench has an RBI double. Morgan moves up to third. 1-0 Cincinnati as they draw first blood. Power hitting George Foster now steps to the plate. Left fielder, right-handed batter. Wise gets the signal from Fisk. He sets, he delivers. That ball's down to Petrocelli, who fires over to Cooper. 1 away, run scores on the fielder's choice. Makes it 2-0 Cincinnati. Tony Perez comes to the plate. There is not a hole 1 through 8 in this lineup, and that's why Cincinnati was called the Big Red Machine. So with 2 outs, Cincinnati leads 1-0, 2-0. Wise trying to get the third out here. Johnny Bench at third base. Perez looking to knock in another duck here with 2 outs. Right-handed batter. Pull hitter. Red Sox will shift left once again. Wise sets, delivers to Perez. Ball's grounded to Petrocelli. Tough play, but he throws out Perez as it goes 5-3. Petrocelli to Cooper. End of the first inning. But Cincinnati scores twice and lead the Red Sox 2-0. Hometown team coming up next. Denny Doyle to lead it off for the Red Sox. Let's go through the Red Sox lineup quickly. Batting first and playing second, Denny Doyle. Batting second in right field, Dwight Evans. Batting third, the American League Rookie of the Year and MVP, Fred Lynn. Batting cleanup, Carlton Fisk, the catcher. And he had a very tough day in Game 1. Batting fifth, Carl Yastrzemski playing left field. Batting sixth, Cecil Cooper at first base. Batting seventh, Rico Petrocelli at third base. Batting eighth, the shortstop Rick Burleson, the Rooster. Batting ninth and pitching, Rick Wise. Defensive alignment for Cincinnati, Gary Nolan will be doing the pitching. He went 15-9 in 1975 with a 3.16 ERA. Doing the catching, Johnny Bench. At third base, Pete Rose, all-time hits leader. Shortstop, Dave Concepcion. Second base, Joe Morgan. First base, Tony Perez. Left field, George Foster. Center field, Cesar Geronimo. Right field, Ken Griffey Sr. It's a really good outfield right there and a solid infield. And an all-time great catcher. Big Red Machine lived up to its name. All right, Denny Doyle will lead off. 1975, he hit .298, 4 homers, 36 RBIs. He was in Game 1, 4 for 6, and with 1 RBI, 667. Nolan sets, gets the sign, delivers. Doyle's ready. Doyle rips that ball up the middle. It's going to drop in front of Cesar Geronimo. So a leadoff single for Denny Doyle as he continues his hot hitting in Game 2 of the 1975 World Series replay. Dwight Evans comes up. 1975 season, he hit .274, 13 home runs, 56 RBIs. He was 3 for 6 with a homer and 4 RBIs in Game 1 as he drove a ball to the Mass Pike. Bench flashes a sign. Nolan's ready to deliver. Here's the windup and the pitch. Evans grounds it to Morgan, who flips it over to Concepcion, but they cannot turn the double play as Evans hustles down to first and is safe. Doyle forced out at second on the fielder's choice on that slow roller by Dwight Evans. Freddie Lynn steps in the batter's box. 1975 hit .331, 21 home runs, 105 RBIs. He was 1 for 3 in Game 1. As you can see, against right-handed pitching, which Nolan is, he has a connect of 17, power of 13, and eye of 11. Nolan sets, he delivers to Lynn. Lynn grounds it to Morgan, flips to Concepcion, fires it back to Perez. But Lynn beats out the double play ball, so once again, a fielder's choice wipes out the lead runner. 2 outs, Freddie Lynn at first, Carlton Fisk steps to the plate. Red Sox catcher batted .331 in 1975, 10 home runs and 52 RBIs. He was 0 for 3 in Game 1. He had a horrendous Game 1 at the plate. I believe he struck out 3 times. Nolan delivers, and they pitch out. Ball 1. Bench flashes the signs. Nolan stares over at Lynn at first. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, 1-1 count. Fisk looking to grip and rip. Here's the delivery by Nolan. Fisk grounds it to Concepcion, who fires to first to Tony Perez, out number 3. The Red Sox do not score in the bottom of the first. We go to the top of the second. Cincinnati 2, Boston nothing. Leading off, Cesar Geronimo for Cincinnati. 1975, he hit .257, 6 homers, and 53 RBIs. A very good defensive center fielder. He's a left-handed batter. Red Sox will play their infield straight away just as they're playing their outfield. Wise gets the sign from Fisk. The delivery, the pitch. That ball's ripped into left center field. Freddie Lynn cuts it off and fires it back into the infield. Leadoff single for Cesar Geronimo. As the Reds' bats have come alive early in this game after being shellacked in Game 1. Geronimo is a threat to steal. Davey Concepcion, the right-handed batter, and Reds shortstop, steps to the plate. He is a pull hitter. Red Sox infield shifts left. Concepcion hit .274 in 1975. 5 homers and 49 RBIs. Rick Wise will try to induce a double play ball here. Fisk flashes a sign. Wise delivers. Geronimo off, and he's stolen the base, so they are running on Fisk. Even though they were holding on Geronimo, he successfully steals second base. So no outs, Geronimo at second, Concepcion the batter, and that was a strike. I wonder if they would bunt. We're gonna keep the infield normal. Wise sets and delivers to Concepcion, and he bloops that ball out in the right. Evans comes in, makes the catch, fires back in towards second, but Geronimo is safe. One away. Gary Nolan, the pitcher, now bats, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be bunting. So we're going to play corners in. As Nolan will most likely try to move Geronimo over to third. Wise sets and delivers to Nolan. His counterpart ripped to short. Burleson goes to Cooper. So Nolan was swinging away. No advancement as the ball was hit to Burleson at short for Geronimo. So 2 away and Geronimo still at second. Nolan, by the way, in 1975, hit 176 with 7 RBIs. So we go to the top of the order here. Ken Griffey Sr.'s up. He singled his first time up. He wants a 2-out hit to try to score Geronimo. Griffey's a left-handed batter. Red Sox infield normal, outfield normal. Wise sets and delivers to Griffey. A ball gets away from Fisk. Geronimo advances to third. Pass ball, so Fisk could not corral the pitch. Geronimo's 90 feet away from scoring. Wise sets and delivers to Griffey. And he walks him on the 3-1 count. Wise is now up to 41 pitches in under 2 innings. He struggled a bit so far. Pete Rose comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Geronimo 90 feet away from scoring another run. Rose would dearly love to knock him in. Here's the windup and the pitch to Pete. And that ball's ripped to right. Evans on the run. He makes the catch. Nice catch by Dwight Evans. The Reds leave those 2 runners stranded. And after 2, we go to the bottom of the second. Cincinnati 2, the Red Sox nothing. Leading off the bottom of the second, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. In 1975, he hit .269, 14 homers, and 60 RBIs. He's playing left field for the injured Jim Rice. In Game 1, we had Bernie Carbo playing left field with Yastrzemski playing first, but we've now put Yastrzemski in left, having Cecil Cooper play first. He was 1 for 3 in Game 1 with an RBI. Nolan sets and delivers to the left-handed Captain Carl. Here's the pitch. Yastrzemski rips it to Morgan. And he beats it out. Did he beat it out? Yes! That ball went to the hole up the middle, and Morgan couldn't get enough on that throw. And Captain Carl, hustling all the way down the line, gets himself an infield single. Another leadoff hit for the Boston Red Sox. Now batting Cecil Cooper. He did not play in Game 1. I'm sorry, he had a pinch hit in Game 1. In 1975, the left-handed pull hitter hit .311, 14 homers, and 44 RBIs. 0 for 1 so far in the series. He has a very good connect rate of 15 and good power. So the right-handed pitcher Nolan will face the left-handed hitter Cecil Cooper. Nolan sets. He delivers. Strike 1. Cooper was taken. Yastrzemski at first. Red Sox going to play a little hit and run. Here's the pitch. Cooper grounds it to Morgan. Yastrzemski advances to second. But Perez drops the ball. Who are they going to give the error to? They're going to give it to Joe Morgan, saying bad throw. So the hit and run was on, creating a little panic. It looked like in Joe Morgan, who makes a bad throw to Perez, who couldn't corral the throw. An error on Morgan. First and second, no outs. So sometimes when you put runners in motion, good things happen. Rico Petrocelli steps to the plate, the third baseman for the Boston Red Sox, hit .239 in 75, 7 homers and 59 RBIs. He was 1 for 3 in Game 1 of this retro replay of the World Series. Petrocelli is not a good bunter when it comes to sacrificing. He is when it comes to a hit. Burleson's up after him. Petrocelli has a 9 for a connect and 7 for power, so below average for power and slightly below average for connect. Nolan sets and delivers. Red Sox put the runners in motion. Petrocelli swings to Concepcion, who fires over to Perez. 1 away. Runners advance 90 feet. Yastrzemski at third, Cooper at first. So that worked just like the bunt would, excuse me, not a punt, wrong sport. We put the runners in motion there. And Petrocelli put the ball in play. Now up Rick Burleson. Let's see. They might pitch carefully to him as they have Rick Wise, the pitcher, on deck, but you can load the bases there. So Burleson's looking at worst to get a grip and rip here, a deep fly ball to at least get 1 run in. Here's the windup and the pitch to Burleson. And he swings. That ball's out to left. Foster makes the catch on the line. Yastrzemski retreats back to third base. It's just not deep enough to score him. Oh boy. Nice catch by Foster. Right up against that short wall and left. Don Zimmer, the third base coach, did not want to take a chance sending Yastrzemski. I might have took a chance. You got your pitcher coming up next. All right, Rick Wise is up at the plate. In 1975, you can see he has no at-bats because the pitchers stopped hitting in the American League in 1973. All right, so it's going to be up to Rick Wise to help his own cause. Here's the windup and the pitch to Wise. Ball 1. He was taking all the way. He'll probably take until a strike is thrown to him. Nolan sets, delivers. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wise steps out of the batter's box, steps back in the batter's box. Bench flashing the signs. Nolan delivers the pitch. Wise swings and that ball's up the middle. That's going to score 1 run as it's 2-1. Rick Wise singles to help his own cause. Geronimo fields the ball and throws it back into the infield. Cooper's at third. Wise is at first as he singled. It's now 2-1 Cincinnati. So there's 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Runners at first and third. And the hot-hitting Denny Doyle comes up. 7 for 5 in this series, hitting .714 with 1 RBI. He'd like to get a hit here to tie this ball game up. Nolan throws the rosin bag back to the mound. He gets back on the mound. He sets. He delivers to Doyle. Doyle sends a little blooper out in the center. Geronimo coming in hard. He makes the catch. Fine running catch by Cesar Geronimo. So after 2 complete, the Red Sox score 1, and the score is Cincinnati 2, Boston's 1. We go to the top of the third. Leading off the top of the third, left-handed hitting second baseman Joe Morgan. Excellent connect number. Very good, good solid power number here. Very dangerous hitter Joe Morgan is for Cincinnati. Red Sox infield is normal, outfield is normal. Wise gets the sign from Fisk. He delivers. That ball's blooped out to right center. Dwight Evans makes the fine running catch. 1 away. Johnny Bench steps to the plate. 1 for 1 today with an RBI. He's 1 for 5 in the playoffs, in the World Series with an RBI. Bench above average connect and good power at 14. His eye is at 11, so you can fool Johnny now and then. Wise stares in at Fix, nods his head. The wind up, the pitch to Bench. Strikes him out on the 1-2 count. 2 away. George Foster made a fine running catch last inning right up in left field, right up against the short wall there to hold Yastrzemski at third. Comes to the plate. 0 for 1, 2 for 5 in the series with an RBI. Good connect number, good power number. Wise has to pitch carefully to him. You can't fool Foster as his eye is only a 7. Behind him on deck is the ever-dangerous Tony Perez, so I don't know how much they want to fool around with Foster. Fisk goes through the signals. Wise nods his head. The pitch. Strikes out George Foster on the 2-2 count. So a 1-2-3 inning for Rick Wise. And we go to the bottom of the third. Cincinnati Reds 2, the Boston Red Sox 1 in Game 2 of this retro replay of 1975 World Series. Dwight Evans comes to the plate, 0 for 1 today, 3 for 7 in the series with a home run and 4 RBIs. Nolan on the mound, bench behind the plate. Nolan sets and delivers to Evans. That ball is sent out to right field. Griffey on the run, and he makes the catch towards the line. 1 away. Fred Lynn steps to the plate. 0 for 1 today, 1 for 4 in the series, hitting .250. Very good connect number, solid power number, and a good eye at 11, above average. Nolan sets and delivers to Freddie Lynn. Ball 1. Bench flashes a sign. The windup and the pitch to Lynn. And he strikes him out on the 1-2 count. So 2 away here in the bottom of the third. Carlton Fisk steps in the right-hander's batter's box. 0 for 1 today, 0 for 4 in the series, as he's been scuffling a bit at the plate and also behind the plate. They've stolen 2 bases off of him, and he's given up a pass ball. Bench goes through the signals. Nolan nods his head in approval. The windup and the pitch. Fisk sends it out to right center. And Griffey calls off Geronimo and makes the catch for out number 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Cincinnati 2, Boston 1. Leading off the top of the 4th, Tony Perez. Pull hitter. Red Sox will shift left. Perez 0 for 1 today, 1 for 4 in the series. Above average connect number, and above average power number, and above average eye. Here's the windup and the pitch to Tony Perez. And he walked him on 4 straight pitches as he was looking to have Perez chase, but he would not. Leadoff runner on. Now up Cesar Geronimo. 1 for 1 today, 2 for 5 in the series with an RBI. Perez is not really a threat to run. Geronimo is a left-handed hitter. Red Sox will move into double play depth. Here's the windup and the pitch to Geronimo. And that ball is blooped out into center. Lynn is there. He makes the catch, 1 away. Perez retreats back to first. Dave Concepcion steps to the plate. The right-handed hitters 0 for 1 today, 1 for 4 in the series. He's a pull hitter. Red Sox shift left. Perez is at first. Concepcion above average connect. Very below average power. And an 8 for an eye, so that's still in the yellows, but I still consider that below average. Here's the windup and the pitch from Wise to Concepcion. Grounder to Burleson. He flips. Oh, Doyle. Who's going to get that error? Bad throw by Burleson to Doyle, so a possible double play ball now leads to first and second on the Burleson error with 1 out. Gary Nolan steps to the plate, 0 for 1. today and in the series. Hit 176 with 7 RBIs during the regular season in the National League. Burleson should have probably took a little more time on that, as they probably weren't going to turn to, but he should have made sure of the 1 at second. Bad throw to Doyle. So 1 out. First and second. Very good speed at first in Concepcion. We're going to play corners in. Here's a windup in the pitch to Nolan. Ground ball to Yastrzemski. He gets it. He flips to Doyle. And he's out. Runners advance 90 feet. Sacrifice bunt. So with 2 outs, Ken Griffey Sr. comes to the plate. You have Tony Perez at third. Dave Concepcion at second. Left-handed hitter Ken Griffey Sr. at the plate. 2 outs. Good connect number. Below average power, but good eye. So there's no fooling him, most likely. Red Sox looking to get out of a jam here. Fisk flashes the signs. Wise nods his head. He sets and delivers to Griffey. And he walked him on the 3-1 count. Bases loaded with 2 outs. And Pete Rose coming to the plate. Rose. Very good connect number of a 16. Below average power. And good eye. 0 for 2 today. 1 for 6 in the series. Red Sox need this final out here. Wise is ready. The windup and the pitch to Rose. Ground ball to Burleson in the hole. He fires to Doyle, and they get the force at second to end the inning. The error does not hurt. Burleson made a fine play going to the hole and then flipping it to Doyle for the 3rd out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Cincinnati 2, Boston 1. Game 2 of this retro replay 1975 World Series. Carl Yastrzemski, the left-handed left fielder, steps to the plate. 1 for 1 today, 2 for 4 in the series. Nolan gets a sign from bench. He delivers the pitch. Strike 1. He jumps out in front as Yastrzemski was taking. Nolan nods his head in approval. He delivers. Yastrzemski swings and sends that ball out to left. The winds make its carrying, but Foster is there and he makes the catch out in left field. 1 away. Cecil Cooper steps to the plate. 1 away. 0 for 1 today. 0 for 2 in the series. Solid, very good connect number and power number. Below average eye at a 5. Here's the windup and the pitch to Cooper. Ball 1. Cooper looking to grip and rip. Gary Nolan with the windup and the pitch. Cooper sends it out to shallow center. Geronimo on the run. He makes the catch. 2 away. Rico Petrocelli, right-handed batter, steps to the plate. 0 for 1 today, 1 for 4 in the series. Nolan looking to have a clean slate in 1-2-3 inning here. Here's the windup and the pitch to Petrocelli. Petrocelli swings. A number to the shortstop. Concepcion, he comes in and he fires to Perez, out number 3. Top of the 5th. Cincinnati's leading the Red Sox 2-1. Game 2 of this retro replay of the 1975 World Series. Joe Morgan at the plate. Very dangerous hitter. Wise sets and delivers. Morgan rips it to second, past Doyle, into right field. Evans retrieves it and throws it back into Burleson. Morgan is a threat to steal at first. Johnny Bench steps to the plate. Power hitting catcher, pull hitter. Red Sox will shift left. Wise throws over to first. Morgan back. Pitch up by the Red Sox. They got... Oh! Fisk throws the ball away. They had Morgan dead to rights at second. Oh, my God. Carlton Fisk is having a horrendous first two games of this series. We had the pitch out. We had him dead to rights. Oh, wow. A horrendous throw by Carlton Fisk. No outs, and Morgan is at third base now. Here's the windup and the pitch to Johnny Bench. And he strikes him out on the 3-2 count. As Wise bears down. He knows he does not want to give up another run in this 2-1 game. That's Wise's fourth strikeout to go with 4 walks. Should be 2 outs, but Fisk, again, the throwing error. George Foster comes to the plate. Very dangerous. 0 for 2 today, 2 for 6 in the series with an RBI. Will the Red Sox walk him to set up a double play possibility? What is Foster's speed and running ability? Speed 7, stealing 16. Alright. So here's the windup and the pitch to George Foster. That ball is ripped deep to right field, and that ball is off the wall. Evans retrieves it and fires it back in. Foster's on his way to third, and that's a triple on that long fly ball to right field. 3-1 Cincinnati. As they were looking to pitch careful, they're trying to hit the corners there, and Foster just drills a triple, as Evans could not track it down. Now up, Tony Perez, power hitting first baseman. Pull hitter, Red Sox shift left. Here's the windup and the pitch to Perez. That ball's ripped into left field for a single, and it's now 4-1 Cincinnati. Yastrzemski retrieves the ball and throws it back into the infield. Red Sox move to double play depth. So that error by Carlton Fisk just opened the floodgates, because there would have been 2 outs if things held pat. Morgan would have been out. Bench would have struck out. And maybe they could have pitched a little differently to Foster. But yeah, it didn't happen. Fisk walks out to Wise at the mound. Wise says he's fine. He's thrown 97 pitches in just under 5 innings. Left-hander Cesar Geronimo at the plate. 1 for 2 today, 2 for 6 in the series, hitting .333 with 1 RBI. The delivery from Wise. Geronimo swings a blooper out into center, and Lynn has it. Out number 2. Concepcion steps to the plate, right-handed batter, pull hitter. Red Sox infield shifts left. Wise gets the sign from Fisk. He delivers to Concepcion. Concepcion grounds it past Burleson with a single. So a 2-out single for Concepcion, who's now 1 for 2 and 2 for 6 in the series. Runners at first and second. Nolan comes to the plate. The pitcher's 0 for 1 today. He does have a sacrifice bunt. There's 2 outs. Here's the windup and the pitch to Nolan. Ground ball back to Wise. Throws it over to Cooper. And that's out number 3. But Cincinnati scores 2. Aided by the Fisk error. And now lead the Red Sox 4-1. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Red Sox bats need to get busy. So we have Burleson and then the pitcher. So let's get someone up in the bullpen. All pitchers. We're going to go with check out Bill Lee here. Emergency starter. Controlled movement. He has a rating of 11, which isn't bad, but his stuff's not that good. So you got to pitch a lot to contact, and you really don't want to do that with this Cincinnati Red lineup. His fastball is below average. Curveball stinks. Slider stinks. Changeup stinks. 4-1 game. Let's see who else we can put up. Well, let's get Lee up. Lefty, switch, lefty. Yeah, we'll get Bill Lee up, the spaceman. And we'll get right-hander 270, 482 and 75, 442. Will it be? Burton. We'll get Dick Pole up also. Alright, so we got the lefty up of Lee up in the pen, and also Pole, the right-hander. So Burleson will lead off the inning, down 4-1 here. Nolan on the mound, he sets and delivers. Burleson was taking, ball 1. Here's the windup and the pitch to Burleson. He swings, he rips it to Concepcion, who makes the catch on the line drive, 1 away. So 1 out, Rick Wise comes to the plate. Wise has thrown over 100 pitches. He is an Iron Man. He's thrown 109 pitches. But that's not the point. We're down 4-1. Bottom of the 5th. Well, we're going to let Wise swing away. Here's the windup and the pitch to Wise. Strike 1. Nolan delivers. Ball 1. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to Rose. Fires over to Perez. 2 away. So Denny Doyle, who's 1 for 2 today, 5 for 8 with 1 RBI in the series, hitting .625, wants to keep this inning going with 2 outs. Here's the windup and the pitch by Nolan to Doyle. And that ball's ripped into left field, and it drops in front of Foster. Another hit for Denny Doyle. He is in fuego. Evans comes to the plate, the right-handed right fielder. He'd love to drive another one to the Mass Pike right now. Bench flashes the signals. Gary Nolan nods his head in approval. The windup and the pitch to Evans. And he swings to Rose, makes a fine play against the line, and throws it over to Perez. Out number 3. Web jeb by Pete Rose ends the inning. So after 5, Cincinnati 4, hometown Boston Red Sox 1. Game 2 of the 1975 Retro Replay World Series. Ken Griffey Sr. steps to the plate, 1 for 1 today, 3 for 5 in the series, batting .600. No home runs, no RBIs. Red Sox infield and outfielder normal. Here's the windup from Wise to Griffey. Griffey right back up the middle. Leadoff single. He's now 2 for 2 and 4 for 6. He's a threat to steal. Pete Rose comes to the plate, 0 for 3, 1 for 7 in the series. Red Sox moving to double play depth. Cooper holding on. Griffey. Here's the windup and the pitch from Wise. That ball's up the middle, and it's going to drop in front of Freddie Lynn. There's the throw to third, but Griffey makes it in there safely with the slide. So Griffey goes first to third on the Rose single. Joe Morgan's at the plate. And Wise has been struggling right now, so let's see our bullpen. And we're going to go lefty against lefty, so we're going to bring Bill Lee in to face Joe Morgan. We're not going to make any type of double switch because we're not taking Dwight Evans out, that's for sure. So Bill Lee will replace Rick Wise as he comes out of the bullpen. Dick Pohl's ready to come in, but we will sit him down right now. Red Sox are going to play infield in. Morgan 1 for 2 today, 2 for 6 in the series, no RBIs, no homers, 333 average. Red Sox playing their infield in, looking to cut down the run at the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan from Lee. And he walked him on the 3-1 pitch, so bases are loaded. Johnny Bench steps to the plate. This game could get out of hand quite quickly. Infield in. Here's the windup and the pitch from Lee to Bench. Ground ball back to Lee. Throws to home. Over to first. Did they get 2? No. Bench was able to beat out the play to first. But they do get the runner at home. So 1 away. Base is still loaded. The dangerous George Foster comes to the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch to Foster. Ground ball to Petrocelli, to Doyle, to Cooper. Bill Lee comes in and does a fabulous job getting the Red Sox out of a bases-loaded jam. No runs score. And after we go to the bottom of the 6th, and it's still 4-1. Great job by Bill Lee. Freddie Lynn to lead off the bottom of the 6th. 0 for 2 today, 1 for 5. Here's the windup and the pitch to Lynn. And he strikes him out on the 0-2 count. So the AL MVP has been scuffling a bit at the plate in these first 2 games. Carlton Fisk at the plate. He's been horrendous at the plate, horrendous in the field. He needs a break out of it to help his team here. Red Sox trailing 4-1. Nolan sets and delivers to Fisk. Ball 1. Nolan wanting to work quickly. Delivers again. Ball 2. Looks like Fisk will be taking until he gets a strike. The windup, the pitch. Strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good hitters count here for Fisk. Needs to break out of this slump. Bench flashes a sign. Nolan nods his head. The windup, the pitch to Fisk. That ball's ripped to the gap and it drops in there. Griffey cuts it off low and holds Fisk to a single. So a 1-out single for Carlton Fisk. As the Red Sox will now get someone up in their pen. We got right-hander Pohl. And the left-hander Jim Burton. Pohl's ready, so we're going to sit him back down for another batter. We don't want to tire him out in the bullpen. Yastrzemski comes to the plate. He'd like to drive one deep and over the fence. Bench flashes a sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to Yaz. Strike 1. Jumps out in front of Yastrzemski. Fisk is on first. Yastrzemski at the plate, left-handed hitter. Here's the windup and the pitch. The ball gets away from the bench. Fisk advances 90 feet to second base. Wild pitch by Nolan. Red Sox have an opportunity here. They need to take advantage of it. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch to Captain Carl. And he sends that ball to right field. It drops in front of Griffey. Yastrzemski's now 2 for 3 today, 3 for 6 for the series. Runners at first and third, 1 away. Cecil Cooper comes to bat. Cooper 0 for 3 in the World Series, 0 for 2 today. Bottom of the 6th. I'd love to see Cooper break out here. Let's just take a quick look at Bernie Carbo's numbers. His eye discipline's better. If we pinch hit Carbo for Cooper, Carbo would go to left. Yastrzemski would go to first. Carbo didn't hit too well in game 1. Well, we're going to keep Cecil Cooper in the game. Here's the windup and the pitch to Coop. Strike 1. Nolan jumps out in front of Cooper. Yastrzemski's at first. Fisk's at third. Cooper at the plate. Nolan on the mound. Bench behind the plate. Here's the windup and the pitch to Cecil Cooper. And that ball is sent out to center. Geronimo comes in and he makes the catch. Fisk retreats back to third. The ball was not deep enough to score the run. Let's check out our bullpen here. Burton's still warming up. Let's get Dick Cole back up. He's warming up. So with 2 outs, Red Sox have runners at first and third. Fisk at third, Yastrzemski at first. Rico Petrocelli comes to the plate. Down 3. Petrocelli's 1 for 5. Well, we're going to roll the dice here. We're going to pitch it Carbo for Petrocelli. And we can have our very light-hitting third baseman, Bob Heinz, to play third. So Bernie Carbo is coming off the bench to hit for Rico Petrocelli. Carbo with an average connect rate of a 10, but good power out of 14. Let's see if we can get the splits here. They're not going to give us righty-lefty because Okay. Carbo pull hitter, 1 for 4, with 2 RBIs so far in the series. Bench flashes the signs. Nolan sets, he delivers to Carbo. Carbo swings out, the ball's going to go out to short right, and it's caught by Joe Morgan. As that little blooper did not drop in. Fine defensive play by Joe Morgan, and that ends the Red Sox threat. We go to the top of the 7th. Cincinnati 4, the Red Sox 1. We have to make some changes here. And what we can do is they have righty, lefty, righty, righty, lefty. So we're going to bring Dick Cole in, and he's going to replace, he's going to go in for Carbo. And he will pitch. We're going to have Burton sit down. So we're going to have Bob Heiss bat ninth and take over the third base slot. He'll lead. Well, he'll hit after Burleson. Alrighty, here we go. Top of the 7th, Cincinnati 4, Boston 1. New pitcher Dick Pole on the mound. He was 4 for 6 in 1975 with an ERA of 4.42. He gave up 11 homers. He struck out 42, walked 32, gave up 102 hits. Not feeling good about this. Tony Perez, right-handed pull hitter, comes to the plate. 1 for 2 today, 2 for 5 in the series with an RBI, hitting 400. Red Sox infield will shift left. Dick Pole is a fastball, curveball pitcher. Fly ball tendency. Here's the windup and the pitch to Perez. That ball's out to center, left center field. Lynn gets under it. He waits. He makes the catch, out number 1. Left-hander center fielder Cesar Geronimo steps to the plate. Left-handed batter, excuse me. 1 for 3 today, 7 for 2 for the series with 1 RBI, hitting 286. Pole gets the sign from Fisk. Nods his head, he delivers. And that ball is ripped deep to left. Yastrzemski going back, up against the wall. He makes a leaping catch. What a great catch by Captain Curl. The crowd goes wild. So there's 2 away. Dave Concepcion steps in the right-hander's batter's box. Pull hitter. Red Sox infield shifts left. Outfield straight away. Concepcion 1 for 3 today, 2 for 6 for the series, hitting 333. Fisk flashes the sign. Pole wants him to go through them again. Now he nods with approval. Here's the windup and the pitch to Concepcion. That ball's out to center. Lynn comes in and makes the catch. 1-2-3 inning. Fine job by Dick Pole. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Cincinnati 4, the Red Sox 1. Game 2, 1975 retro replay of the World Series. Sox took Game 1. Cincinnati's looking to tie it up. Burleson to lead off. He's 0 for 2. In Game 2, 2 for 7 for the series with 4 RBIs. Needs to get on base here. Nolan is still on the mound. He's thrown 91 pitches. He sets and delivers to Burleson. Burleson's taking. Ball 1. I believe the Sox will be taking till they get a strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball 2. Bench trying to, he signals to Nolan to calm down, relax. Nolan nods his head. Bench back behind the plate. Here's the windup and the delivery. Strike 1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Burleson at the plate. Nolan on the mound. Bench behind the plate. Here we go. The windup and the pitch to Burleson. Burleson swings down to Rose. It's going to be a tough play. Burleson beats it out, I believe, for an infield hit. Yes, he does. Rose had to go to his right. He made the play but couldn't get enough on the throw. Infield single for Rick Burleson. Red Sox desperately need base runners down 4-1. Bob Heist steps to the plate. Below average contact at 7 and very poor power at 3. Here's the windup and the pitch to Heist. Ball 1. Nolan delivers. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Heist is a good bunter. Do we want to give up an out to move one runner over to second? No. Here's the windup and the pitch. The Red Sox gambling, hit and run on. Down to third to Rose, over to Perez, one away. Burleson advances, though. Rose made a fine play on a hard hit ball, as the Red Sox were hoping that ball would go down the left field line, but it did not. So one out. Burleson at second, top of the order. The hot hitting Denny Doyle, who's hitting .667 with an RBI. He's 2 for 3 today. 6 for 9 for the series. Here's the windup and the pitch. Doyle sends that ball to deep center. Geronimo makes the catch. Burleson retreats back to second. So Doyle on the 2-2 count flies out to Geronimo. Dwight Evans comes to the plate. He needs another one of those balls. He sends him a Mass Pike. 0 for 3 today, 3 for 9 in the series. 1 homer, 4 RBIs. Nolan has now thrown 105 pitches. Here's the windup and the pitch to Evans. Strike one, as Evans was taking. Bench with the signal. Nolan nods his head. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball one, 1-1 count. Burleson at second, Evans at the plate. The delivery and the pitch to Evans. He swings, that ball is the deep center. It's carrying. Oh, what is it? What a catch up against the wall by Cesar Geronimo, robbing Evans of an extra base hit and the Red Sox of a run. That's a web gem, folks. Great catch by Cesar Geronimo out in center. Go to the top of the 8th. Cincinnati 4, Boston 1. Merv Rettenmund is going to pinch hit for Nolan now. So there will be a new pitcher in the bottom of the 8th. Let's just check out some attributes by Dick Pohl. He has 16 for stamina, so he's fine. Let's go back to the game. Make sure we don't have anyone up in the bullpen by accident. Nope. Good. So they have righty, lefty, switch hitter, lefty. Let's get Burton back up. In case we need the lefty. So Merv Rettenmund's 0 for 1 in this series. He pinch hit in game 1. Connect of an 8, just below average. Very poor power at 4. He has a good eye at 13, though. Fisk flashes a sign. Pohl is ready. He delivers. And he walked him on the 3-2 count. So a leadoff walk. Ken Griffey Sr. steps to the plate. The left-handed hitters 2 for 2 today, 4 for 6 for the series, hitting .667. No homers, no RBIs. Here's the windup and the pitch. But Griffey calls time. Calls time. The umpire awarded it to him. Red Sox shift into double play depth. Pohl just glares in at Griffey. He delivers the pitch. That ball sent out to left center. Freddie Lynn moves over to the gap and makes the catch. Fires it back in. Do they have two? Do they get double play here? Did Rettenmund make it back? He did. They almost turned 2. 1 away. Rettenmund's at first. Pete Rose is now up. Switch hitters hitting lefty. Very good connect of 16. Below average power of 5. 1 for 4 today. 2 for 8 in the series, hitting .250. Red Sox move to double play depth once again. Cole gets a sign. He delivers to Rose. That ball sent to the gap. Yastrzemski on his horse. Can't make the catch. Hits the wall. And that's going to be a double for Pete Rose. Runners at second and third, one away. Joe Morgan comes to the plate. And that's going to be it for Cole. Burton's not ready yet, though, so we're going to do a mound visit. And in that time period, we're going to hope he's going to be ready. He visits the mound. Cole says he's still feeling good. That's nice, but we want to go lefty-lefty matchup here. Burton is ready. And he's coming in from the bullpen. As now we get Diego Segui up. So 1 out. Runners at second and third for Cincinnati. Rose at second. Rettenmund at third. Joe Morgan at the plate. New pitcher for the Red Sox, the left-handed pitcher Jim Burton, who went 1 for 2 with 1 save, ERA of 2.89, walked 19, struck out 39. They could use a strikeout here, but that's going to be tough to strike out Joe Morgan. The Red Sox move their infield in. Here's the windup and the pitch to Morgan. That ball's ripped into right field. 1 run scores. Here comes Rose, and a second run will score. Morgan advances to second on the throw home by Evans. It's 6-1 Cincinnati. What a turn of events from Game 1 to Game 2. The Red Sox annihilated Cincinnati in Game 1, and now are getting annihilated in Game 2. Johnny Bench at the plate, Morgan at second, Burton on the mound. He delivers the bench. Down to Heiss, who throws over for Cooper, 2 away. Fine play by the Red Sox replacement third baseman, Bob Hess. I said Heiss. I think it's Hess. So with 2 outs, a dangerous George Foster comes to the plate. Joe Morgan's at second. Here's the windup and the pitch to Foster. Ground ball to Cooper, who flips to Burton, inning over. But Cincinnati scores 2, and now lead the Red Sox 6-1 as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cincinnati has scored 2 in the first, 2 in the 5th, and 2 in the 8th. The Red Sox countered with 1 in the 2nd. Fredlin to lead off the inning. There's the windup and the pitch from Raleigh Eastwick, new pitcher. Lynn will be taking. Eastwick jumps out in front, strike 1. Here is the... should we have him? Yeah, we're going to have him take again. The pitch by Eastwick. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lynn 0 for 3 today, 1 for 6 in the series. For the 1975 season, Eastwick was 5 wins, 3 losses. He gave up 6 home runs, struck out 61, walked 25, and had an ERA of 2.60. 1-1 count to Freddie Lynn. Here's the windup and the pitch by Eastwick. Lynn walks on the 3-2 count. Red Sox get a desperately needed base runner. Down 6-1. Fisk steps to the plate. 1 for 3 today. 1 for 6 in the series. Here's the windup and the pitch. Strike 1. Fisk was taking all the way. Bench flashes a sign. Eastwick nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Fisk. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here we go. We start the process all over again. Fredlin at first. Here's the windup and the pitch by Eastwick. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fredlin at first. No outs. Fisk at the plate. Eastwick on the mound. Bench flashes a sign. Here's the delivery to Fisk. Fisk sends it out to left field. Foster glides over. He makes the catch. Lynn retreats back to first. 1 away. So Fisk's struggles at the plate continue. Carl Yastrzemski steps to the plate. 2 for 3 today. 3 for 6 in the World Series with 1 RBI. Eastwick delivers to Yaz. Here's the pitch. Yastrzemski rips that ball to right. It's gone! It wraps around the pesky pole. 2-run homer for Captain Carl Yastrzemski. And the Red Sox cut the Cincinnati lead in half. It's now 6-3. What a clutch hit for Captain Carl. So there's still only 1 out. Cecil Cooper comes to the plate. The Red Sox are going to get someone up in the... We have Diego Segui up in the pen. He's ready. We're going to let him sit down for a moment. All right, Cecil Cooper comes to the plate. No one on base as the bases were cleared on the Yastrzemski 2-run homer. Here's the windup from Eastwick and the pitch to Cooper. Ball 1. Eastwick seems a little rattled after that 2-run shot by Yastrzemski. Here's the windup and the pitch. Cooper bloops one out to center. Geronimo comes in hard and makes a fine running catch for out number 2. So Jim Burton comes to the plate. He will not hit. Let's get our pitcher back up. Diego Segui. Let's see who we have for pinch hitters. Montgomery. We have 2 catchers. We could use a catcher, but that's Juan Benitez. Rick Miller, I'm not going to use him. Benitez can play third, left, center, and right. 11 contact. 1975, Benitez at 291. So we're going to go with Juan Benitez to pinch hit for Jim Burton, the pitcher, with Diego Segui coming in after. So Juan Benitez will get his first at-bat in this retro replay of the 1975 World Series. Above average contact, below average power. He's a good gap hitter though. Has an okay eye. Here's the windup and the pitch to Benitez. Strike 1. Eastwick jumps out in front. Bench flashes a sign. The delivery, the pitch. And he strikes out Benitez on the 2-2 count, ending the inning. But the Red Sox score 2 on the Carl Yastrzemski home run and cut the lead in half. We go to the top of the 9th. Cincinnati 6, Boston 3. So Diego Segui will bat 7th, if hopefully we come around to that. And he will assume the pitching duties. Top of the 9th. A little sip of coffee. Tony Perez lead off the inning. 1 for 3 today, 2 for 6 in the series with 1 RBI. Right-handed Perez is a pull hitter. Red Sox infield shifts left. New pitcher on the mound, Diego Segui. 1975, he was 2 for 5 with 6 saves. 4.82 ERA. Walked 43, struck out 45. Here's the windup and the pitch to Perez. That ball is hit into left field. Leadoff single. Past the dive of Burleson. Red Sox move to double play depth. With Perez at first. Cesar Geronimo, left-handed hitter, steps to the plate. 1 for 4 today, 2 for 8 in the series with 1 RBI. Segui gets the sign from Fisk. He sets, he delivers. Ball is hit to first, diving catch by Cecil Cooper, robbing Geronimo of a hit as Perez quickly gets back to the first base bag. Fine defensive play by Cecil Cooper. Dave Concepcion, right-handed batter, steps to the plate, pull hitter. Red Sox infield will shift left. Segui will try to induce a double play. Perez is at first. Here's the windup and the pitch to Concepcion. Ball is ripped to third base, and Heist makes a diving catch. 2 away. Another web gem. Back-to-back web gems for the Red Sox infield. So with 2 outs, Raleigh Eastwick will bat for himself, up 6-3. Here's the windup and the pitch to Eastwick. That ball's grounded to Hess, who throws over to Cooper. Inning over. 1 runner stranded. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Cincinnati 6, the Red Sox 3. Leading off the 9th inning, Rick Burleson. 1 for 3, 3 for 8 in the series. With 4 RBIs, he's hitting .375. Eastwick's on the mound as he hit for himself. Here's the windup and the pitch. Burleson taking all the way, strike 1. Red Sox fans want to see a rally here. Bench flashes a sign. And here's the pitch. Ball 1, 1 ball, 1 strike. Eastwick wants to work quickly. The windup and the pitch. Ball 2! 2-1. Count in favor of Burleson. 2 balls, 1 strike. Eastwick delivers. Burleson strikes out in the 2-2 count, swinging. 1 away. Bob Hess steps to the plate. 0 for 1. Right-hander's a pull hitter. Should we pinch hit? I don't think we have anyone else who can actually play third base. Nope. We'd have to put Doug Griffin over there. So we're going to let Hess hit. Here's the windup and the pitch to Hess. Ball 1. Eastwick falls behind. Bench flashes the signal. Here's the pitch. Hess swings. He drives that ball deep to left. Foster goes back up against the wall, and he makes a leaping catch for out number 2. Web gem for George Foster. Outstanding catch. Denny Doyle, the Red Sox last hope to keep things going. Here's the windup and the pitch to Doyle. And he walks on the 3-1 count. Tying run is on deck. Dwight Evans steps to the plate. 0 for 4 today, 3 for 10 in the series with 1 home run and 4 RBIs. Eastwick is on the mound. He sets, he delivers to Dewey. Evans sends a shallow fly ball out in the right. Griffey comes sprinting in, makes the catch, and this World Series is tied up at 1 apiece. Cincinnati's victorious 6-3 in Game 2. See who the player of the game is going to be. Joe Morgan, player of the game. Joe Morgan went 2 for 3, scored 2 runs, had 2 RBIs, and walked twice. His average in the World Series is .429. So that's the player of the game. Winning pitcher Gary Nolan, first win of the series, went 7 innings. Gave up 1 run. It wasn't earned. Struck out 2. Didn't walk any. Threw 108 pitches. Eastwick pitched the final 2 innings and gave up 2 runs, both earned, walked 2, struck out 2, and gave up a home run to Carl Yastrzemski. Rick Wise took the loss. He went 5 innings, gave up 4 runs, all earned, walked 4, struck out 4, threw 117 pitches. He was followed by Lee, who pitched 1 inning, no runs. Dick Pohl pitched 1 1/3, giving up 2 earned runs. Burton came in and pitched 2/3, no runs. And Segui came in and pitched 1 inning, no runs. The offensive star for the Red Sox was the left fielder, Captain Carl Yastrzemski. Went 3 for 4, scored 2 runs, knocked in 2 runs, and hit a home run. So on that note, after 2 games of the World Series in this retro replay, the Red Sox won Game 1, Cincinnati won Game 2, just like in real life. Come back to join us for Game 3. This is Al, Red Sox fan, saying thank you for watching. Make sure you check out friends of the channel listed below, all the links for such wonderful people as Phil the Issues Guy, Dirty Issues Gaming, Broke Black Man 94, Ron Juckett, Retro Sports Network, Mosley Boxing, Johnny the Irish Wilding, JD, Higher Grounds Gaming, G Raider. A couple of quick shout outs to good friends of the channel. Dave Erickson, who likes to watch a lot of my videos and comment. And a good friend on Google, Truetemper Rocket 2. He 1Ds a lot of my stuff on Google. Thank you very much to all of them. Friends of the channel, check out the links below. It's Al, Red Sox fan, saying it's all tied up, 1 game apiece. We're going to move on to Game 3 in Cincinnati. Health and happiness. Take care. See you soon. Remember to hit that like button, share, subscribe, but most of all, come back. God bless. Bye-bye.